On the 15th position, we have KTM Rage with 24 points. On the 16th, we have Ultimate Bang. Top 16, but moving on, we have the bottom 16 is what we are going to look at next. The next 8 teams are going to be 17th with Deadeye Guys, 23 points to their name. Trusty Process playing a little bit slow on the 18th position with 23 points. Team 7C on the 19th position with 23 points. On the 20th position, we have Team SBA with 23 points as well. 21st position goes to DF Rio with 22 points. On the 22nd,
right now, WGX no rules, as you can see.
first position goes slow on 32 points. 4 games. These teams have
And is on 6. R3 Devils is also showing up on the first end of the table with 7th position. And Janmara, they were on 4th yesterday. Right now, they are on 8th position.
Yeah, the teams from Group C and D are contesting this overall.
Unpredictable when we talk about it. So I would want to see if some team actually, comes up. But then all of that is going to happen, I think, in a bit of a while.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be a while because we will be back after a short break. Stay tuned and keep watching. so long. Over on the other side, Rising Nepalex, they did try to take the fight against R3D. R3D were a little bit unfortunate. They were caught off guard, and so was the sole player remaining from the side of Bang. But yes, Demon from the Team Extreme is the MVP for this game with 8 kills, 1148 damage, almost 1150 damage. Survival time is 25 minutes, and he has 6.5 kilometers traveled.
And that's a good amount of distance traveled, and survival time is 25 minutes. That means you see, Miramar's, it went for 25 minutes to 26, 20, 25 minutes, 59 seconds to 26 minutes. That's a good amount. So
Yeah.
in those 26 minutes, they went to their drop location. They looted each and every area. They had to get into the zones as well. They had to cross some ridges as well. They did fairly justice to their distance, to be honest. But the best part, one of the difficult parts was of Bang Bikal. He
Yeah.
was in a location where he was not showing his face. He was not showing anything to other players. But when it was time to get out of that area, because he had to cross a road to get into the zone, that was the end game for that player. But one player that I would like to actually tell everyone about, TF Panda. Who knew you could snake in Mira 1 when a player is actually rotating around you for 6 to 7 times? And what was that thing? That was, I don't know, if to be honest, if we could get a highlight of that thing now, I would be more than happy, because what happened at that point, I have no idea. But then that was one of the best moments of today's match. If you'll be
Yeah.
asking one,
Hey, yesterday we had a highlight on Miramar. Today we had a highlight on Miramar, but it was different. Yesterday we had a lot of players dying. This was one player not dying.
say with me, Miramar is love.
Yeah, Miramar is love. Oh wait, no, I love Sanok.
Snake. So, okay, so but to be honest, the best part of this map was the dynamism. See,
Yeah.
we think Miramar will be a slow-paced map, but then it still changes the dynamism in an incredible way, because the players know their locations, players know their game, players know their zones as well. But all they need to know is the strategies of their opponents, and once they learn it, it's just a quick grab, and they just go for a chicken dinner. That is what TX did.
Yeah, and one more interesting thing. So the teams that were there part of the last PMCO South Asia, uh, Elementrix was one of them. We have Trusty Pros is the team that are playing right now. Nepali Honi was one of those teams. Sorty Sport was one of those teams. One thing you notice about these teams, if you compare their games right now to the games back then, they have changed their strats. They drop at different locations. They have different ways of rotating. Because earlier, previously, they used to rotate in splits. They would have two separated, and they would take a wider approach so that if one team was taken out, the other two would just change their playstyle and go all passive. But this time around, they just stick together. They drop at a different high priority location, and then they go for the fights in the early stages as well. So that just shows as to how different the playstyle of this South Asia region is if you compare it to other regions, say, be it India, because India.
Back down from any fight, and Jax is out of the
Oh,
zone. He's kind of bleeding out. He would need to pop up.
we said bye to one more team. We are down to the top four. Wolves, Dictator, he has spotted the players from the side of 7 Seas. These are the two teams that rotated into the play zone the first, and now they are clashing among themselves. So whoever wins, oh no, INES, they are taken down as well. Wolves, they actually have a chance of taking this. We are down to the final two teams, 7 Hades and Wolves. Can they make this happen? Hades, he's behind a rock out in the open. 7C Hades on the other side. Even though two players remaining from this entire team. Wolves, can you clutch this one out for your entire squad and get the chicken dinner this time around? It is, after all, a 4 versus 2. They have the numbers in their favor. They have the location in their favor. The only advantage that 17 has is the cover from the house. Hades from behind the rock is going to do a lot of damage. Wolves Ironic is going to get dropped. He is going to be knocked out. Dictator is going to try and go in for the revive, but on the other side, 7 Seas, they are dropping havoc on the entire side of Wolves. This could be really interesting. 2 versus 4, 2 versus 3, 2 versus 2. But on the other side, I think Dictator can actually get a revive. Nuke has been dropped. Oh, Hades drops. Dictator drops Hades. Demon, the only man left standing for the side of 7 Seas. Can he clutch this one out for his team? That is going to be a really question. Can he answer this one? He has taken some damage. He has taken some hit, but he is still pretty healthy. It is going to be a 1 versus 2. It is going to be Genie versus Dictator. Newt is going to die, but it is not going to matter. It is going to be a 1v2. Demon still hiding.
behind him, he can use that AWM and pop some heads out. Those 25 bullets, if put to proper use, are gonna show some big dance in the kill feed, and that's gonna make a lot of changes. But then, does anyone know if there's an airdrop around them or they don't? That's a big question. Meanwhile, Rivals is still out there in poaching. You don't have to go anywhere. And Team Mercenaries on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, behind that Gatka area, right in front of Team 20, that is Bang. I want to see if Ultimate Bang goes for it. The players' names in this team is YCL, LED, Bikal, SS, and Suana. But then four players are playing as of now: SS, YCL, Bikal, and LDT. So I want to
Ooh.
see. And there was a headshot opportunity, but that did not happen. Meanwhile,
Hmm.
T2K Boliang actually goes for it, and Bikal took some time, has been damaged, but then his helmet is good. His vest is kind of intact, but the major factor is fights are happening in poaching. He, as one player, actually took someone down, but then these players are also trying to go for some potential shots.
Yeah, this is the first fight coming in that we are seeing. Oh, Bang SS is gonna get dropped instantly with that shot from the car 98, and things have gotten intense with TM Insane just making things harder for the side of Bang. Oh, that was a long range fight, and from quite out in the open. His head had been spotted earlier, but he somehow still managed to take that and turn it in favor for his team. But once again, where these guys are fighting from, when they will have to move out, it's going to be out in the open, and you have to be really, really careful. But TMX, they are going to fall back, just avoiding any sort of vision against.
Consider two bunkers.
Actually, I think someone just fall off, but then that he's gonna get a revival. But then look at
Yeah.
the names. TM, it means Team Mercenaries. Look at like the domination people want to show with their names. That is incredible. And the Georgia Bull team, T2K, the full name is Train to Kill. Like those are some dominating names.